Hello, today I'm making a Russian Easter bread, Kulich. The ingredients are milk, 150 milliliters here, already is warm, 1 pack of yeast, dry yeast here, okay, zest of 1 lemon, half cup of sugar I have here, very important, 7 egg yolks, butter 75 grams. One stick is 110 grams, so I cut a little bit of the stick. Vanilla, of course. Raisins, I just poured hot boiling water over it, but I rinsed it in cold water before. I will dry it with on a paper towel after. And now flour. How much flour? It is 300 grams and a little bit of salt. So first what you have to do, into the warm milk, what I always do when I'm working with the yeast, have to wake them up. So all this goes into the milk, all this pack, and I'm going to add a little bit of sugar, just a little bit, not all sugar, just maybe that much. Mix it. I can add a little bit of flour here too, just a little bit. In Russian it is called opara. It doesn't matter how much flour you have, but not all flour, of course, just a little bit, to make it a little thicker. Dissolve all the yeast, and I will wait until it will start rising. And the next step will be to beat egg yolks with the sugar. I forgot to tell you that all this opara or mini culture should be transferred into the bigger bowl. It is just easier to mix in the smaller cup all the ingredients, but then it's better to transfer into bigger bowl, because everything will come into this, should be combined at the end in this first bowl where the mini culture started, or opara. So I'm going to mix it thoroughly, make sure all yeast is dissolved, and then I will transfer it into this bowl. So I covered it already, is opara, with the mini culture, opara, right, with the plastic wrap. And now this is a warm water. I'm going to put it inside, just a little bit of warm water, warm about 40 degrees Celsius. It's just a body temperature, a little bit above body temperature. And I'm going to leave it in the water just to keep it warm and wait until it rises. It should take about 30-40 minutes, and that is normal. So I will cover it with a towel. So next will be when it rises, I will start beating egg yolks. Opara or mini culture is almost ready. I want to show you. See, it enlarged in volume dramatically. I have to wait. It's almost starting falling down in the center, and that's the right moment when I have to start beating the egg yolks until they're white. For that I'm adding here sugar, all sugar. It's a half cup for this amount. Egg yolks are beaten, so they're ready. Now into this I'm going to add vanilla extract and lemon zest of 1 lemon. So goes all zest in here, and I'm going to mix it with using hand mixer again. And now all this should go in there, but its bottom is wet. Just have to dry it a little bit. You see, it's shaky and it falls down. See, I shake it. It means it is ready for eggs, flour, and I will have to start kneading it. Combine. It is time for flour. Recipe calls for 300 grams, which is about 1.5 cups of flour, but sifted. So this is 1 cup. And 1/2 cup. That's it. First I do with a spoon and then we'll do by hand on the bench. And I will need a scraper, but I don't have a scraper, so I washed my old credit card. I put a little bit of flour on the surface, and now all this dough. And now I have to start kneading it any way you like, until it starts separating a little bit from the hands. It takes about 10 minutes. Scrape it. It is very sticky now, but it will get better. It's already separating. Soon I will start adding butter. You will feel the difference in texture, how it changes. First was very sticky, now it's less and less. Yes, this is good. So it took me about not full 10 minutes, so about 7 minutes I was kneading. Now I'm going to introduce, it's very soft, so little by little I will introduce all this butter, and of course texture will change. See, that's what happened. That's what we want. So total kneading time is 10 minutes. 5 minutes before butter, I think, or 6 minutes before butter, adding butter, and another 4 minutes after adding butter. And it has to rise again, and it will be second rise. So first was a butter rise. It counts as a rise. So I washed it. Now I will add oil there. Into the bowl, just oiling it, avocado oil. Both hands are oiled. Doesn't stick anymore. So it doesn't stick to my hands very much, just a little bit, and that is normal. Now it has to rise again, and that will be, as I said, second rise. I will do the same thing. I will add warm water into this bowl and put it inside and cover it with a wrap. Don't make this water too hot. It should work slowly. Use one more to make it very warm. Dough is very heavy now, has butter, eggs, so it should take about an hour. So it took an hour and 15 minutes for second rise. So you can see how much it rised. So I don't need this bowl with the water anymore, because a third time it will rise directly in the baking dish. I put baking sheet at the bottom and on the side. So that's at the bottom and around the side. So I have to knead it a little bit again, a little bit more, and introduce raisins. these raisins that I washed already. And that will be it. This little bit of flour I will put on the surface here. And see. Smells delicious. It's not even sticking. I will fold it. A little bit raisins here. I will fold it again. Raisins should be dry, of course. Now, for third rice, what you can do, you can put in a microwave. Do not turn it on. Just next to it you can put a bowl with hot water, but don't turn the microwave on. Just use it as a closed kind of closed box. Okay. So hands are clean. And now put it in the center and wait until it rises. Should enlarge it, should be twice bigger. I'll show you before I put it into the oven. So it should be in a warm place. This is how it rised third time. So it was here and now it is here. So more than twice. And now I will add a little egg wash on the top for shiny top, to make it shiny, and we'll start baking at 320 for 45-50 minutes, but I will check. So it took 45 minutes total. So this is how it looks. Very hot. It rised even more. I forgot to mention that it's better to put it into the cold oven and turn it to 320 degrees Fahrenheit, and while it oven will be preheating, this will rise even more, and I think that works better. So do not put it into preheated oven. That's what my point is. Very soft and delicious. So I'm not going to cut it, so that's all. Thank you very much for watching.